Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you this very nice old Sylvania 100 watt pulse start shielded metal halide bulb. Now this particular bulb was bought at a restore in Phoenix, Arizona, and I believe it was bought for about $3 or $5, so that was really nice and cheap if I'm allowed to say that. Now I've had this bulb for a very long time. I believe I got this bulb back in July of 2019, which was over a year ago, so I've had this bulb for a year at least. So that is quite a while actually. But anyways, let's not waste any more time, and we might as well look at the etch real quick, also known as the information about this shielded metal halide lamp. So I'm going to make sure the camera's in focus first before we get started. Alright, camera's in focus. Let's start. So we have our etch right here. We obviously have our company name up on the top, which is obviously a Sylvania. And under it we have our wattage right here. Obviously it's 100 watt. We have our nickname of this lamp, which is called Metal Arc, also known as Metal Halide. We have our ANSI code, also known as ballast type, which is the M90. And it's recommended for open and enclosed fixtures. I meant to say that it can be used in open and enclosed fixtures, since there is a shield around the arc tube. So, and is the letter R, meaning that this bulb will emit UV radiation if it punctures, breaks, or anything that you do to break the bulb outer layer. So under it is the bulb code, and it's a pretty simple one, if I'm allowed to say that. We have our metal protected here, MP meaning metal protected, our 100 right here, which goes to the wattage right here, which is obviously 100. Our U meaning universal burn position, the letter U meaning universal burn position, and I'll also be putting the burning position in the description below of this video as well. So you'll see that as well in the description. And here we have our base type, medium base. I do believe there is Mogo-based 100 watt metal halide bulbs out there made by other companies that I know of, but I haven't encountered any of those types of 100 watt Mogo-based metal halide bulbs yet. But if I do, I'll make a video of those bulbs in separate videos. So anyways, now that we're done with the etch, I might as well show you the construction real quick of this bulb. So let's get down to it. So we have our brass base right here with a glass insulator, and gotta tell you, it's very shiny. And this is a new old stock metal halide bulb. I have used it, and it works like a charm. So we have our stem right here. I meant to start with the glue on the inside of the base as well. So you can see some glue on the base to keep the base sturdy. We have our stem right here covered in black stuff, which I don't know why. But if anybody knows why that is, let me know in the comments. So we have our support metal wires, or metal wires that support the shield and the whole assembly itself. And we have our two wires that connect to the arc tube. And here's the arc tube itself. You can see it's a very odd shaped looking arc tube. So we have our tip right here. We have our two coatings of ceramic that tell us that the burning position is universal on this bulb. So that's that, and we have our quartz shield. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty simple construction. I also forgot to mention that this is a elongated 17 since there's no dimple on the top. So anyways, I'm going to give you some specifications about this bulb, and then I'll turn it on for you viewers. So this particular 100 watt metal halide bulb here produces 8,500 lumens. And it's still quite bright. But it's not as bright as a 100 watt high pressure sodium bulb, because they range from like 9,400 to 9,600 lumens, while 100 watt metal halide bulbs range from 8,500 to 9,000 lumens. So anyways, the color temperature of this particular bulb here is 3,000 K or warm white, and the color rendering index is 75. So that's pretty good. So anyway, the warm-up time takes about 1.5 minutes, since pulse start metal halide bulbs are quite more powerful than probe start metal halide bulbs, or actually ceramic metal halide bulbs that are actually rated the same wattage but use a different ballast. So the lifetime on this bulb is 15,000 hours, so that's quite nice. And the burning position is universal according to the etch on the bulb and the arc tube itself. So anyways, I believe that's that. So let's go ahead and give this bulb a shot, and we'll see how it starts up. And hopefully there will not be any issues with the arc tube whatsoever, because metal halide arc tubes tend to explode if there is like a ballast failure, or if they're at the end of life. So I'm going to go ahead and screw it into my fixture. So, and also for extra safety, I'm going to close the door up, just in case the whole bulb layer explodes from the arc tube, even though this bulb is open rated. So I'm going to shut the door and make sure it latches. Sorry, it's taking a little bit. There we go. So anyways, I'm going to set the camera where the arc tube is so you can get a good view of the arc tube itself turning on. So make sure the camera's in focus real quick. Alright, and I believe that's that. Let's go ahead and turn on this 100 watt metal halide lamp. Here we go. Anyway, the metal halide bulb is at full brightness now, and yep, I gotta tell you, it's still quite bright for a 100 watt metal halide bulb. As you can see, the color temperature is actually 3000 K, so as you can see, the bulb lights up this room quite nicely in very nice beige or tannish white, whatever you want to call it, in 3000 Kelvin or warm white. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this very nice brand new old Sylvania 100 watt pulse start shielded metal halide lamp. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And thank you all very much for watching.